Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Yeah.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Ali's World of Finance. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and a great start to your 2018 year. I recently received a comment and that comment received a bunch of likes, so I figured I should respond to it with a video. I figured it'd be a good idea. That comment was somebody asking me if I still think that Amazon stock is a good investment in 2018, given that it's already gone up over 50% in 2017 and up over 300% in the last 3 years. So my response to that comment was, yes, I do still think it's a good investment, but I should make a video and give some reasons why and back it up with some numbers and facts. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now, I could certainly choose, like millions of reasons why, but I chose 3 basic reasons that I know I can back up with some facts and turn it into somewhat of a short, entertaining video. So that's what we're going to do. Now, before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This is all just my opinion. I'm not telling you to buy Amazon stock or sell it or anything like that. You should do whatever you feel comfortable doing and take this whole video as just my opinion. It's just an opinion. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Looking at Amazon stock, we can see that right now, as of today, last time I checked, it's at $1,250, roughly around there. And in 2015, it went up over 127%. In 2016, it went up over 10%. And then 2017, it had another great year, went up over 55%. And that 3-year change is 330%. And year to date, we're at over 6%, almost at 7%. And I also just want to let you know really quick that Amazon is the biggest stock in my girlfriend's portfolio, and I've given her advice and kind of helped her set her portfolio up. And hers is a little more safe than my portfolio. Mine's a little more risky, but Amazon is the biggest stock in her portfolio, so she believes in it, and I certainly believe in it because I've kind of helped her set it up anyway. So okay, let's get into the 3 reasons why I still think Amazon is a good investment. And starting with reason number 1, and that is dominance. Not only is Amazon putting local physical stores out of business, but it continues to absolutely dominate anyone who tries to challenge them online. For an example, let's take a look at this table here that shows online sales during the Black Friday Cyber Monday period of 2017. When looking at the Black Friday sales, we can see that Amazon took in over 27% share, and the next closest was Best Buy at just 8%, and then number 3 there is Walmart, and they're all the way down at 3.9%. So just completely dominated Black Friday. Now Cyber Monday sales, and again these are online sales, Amazon took in over 30% share, and the next closest was Target, all the way down at 6.4%. And then we look at Thanksgiving weekend sales, Amazon took in over 28%, and the next closest was Best Buy, all the way down at 7%. So these online sales numbers are really good, and it really shows the power of Amazon, which by the way is still led by its founder Jeff Bezos, who is likely to push Amazon even further since he owns over 10% of the company at over $90 billion. So he's likely to care more about the company, right? So anyway, that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that Amazon is not just a one-trick pony. With obvious dominance in online retail that directly affects physical store retail, cloud infrastructure and services with Amazon Web Services that is in partnership with many big companies, video streaming in Prime Video to compete with the likes of Netflix, and aggressive expansion into physical grocery stores with the acquisition of Whole Foods, a push into the pharmacy space, and even a presence in video games with their ownership of the largest video game streaming platform in Twitch, Amazon is well positioned to expand in many directions and keep their growth moving in order to please those growth-hungry investors that typically like to invest in Amazon. And yes, absolutely, you can argue that competition is growing and becoming more crowded for Amazon, but given their well-established dominance in combination with its huge focus on customer satisfaction, there's no reason for customers to leave Amazon, and it is likely to attract even more customers going forward. I've been a Prime member for as long as I can remember, and I can say with honesty that Amazon has gone out of their way many times in order to make me happy as a customer. Not to mention that there are an estimated 90 million Prime members already that are growing at a very rapid rate, who all have access to Amazon's 2-day shipping and their other platforms like Prime Video, which is competing with Netflix, and Prime Music, which is competing with Spotify. Not only that, but if a company really wants to take Amazon out, at least in online retail, they have to compete with over 100 fulfillment centers across the country that are 13 times the size of a football field. And yes, they are building many more, so it certainly won't be easy. Now, the figure I gave you is just from North America alone, but did you know that a whopping 65% of Amazon's online sales are from North America alone? That means that 35% of their sales are from overseas, from international markets. That means that there is still a lot of room for expansion overseas. And so that adds to Amazon's growth potential, which can satisfy those growth hungry investors once again. Okay, so that was reason number 2. Now, reason number 3 is that Amazon is a long-term investment. That means that Amazon is the type of stock that you can hold for as long as you want. With dominant performance over any competitor, Amazon is in the best position to keep that lead without any real reasons to slow down. Instead, we've seen Amazon use one of the most unorthodox styles in business by using all of its profits to reinvest in itself and keep growing and keep dominating over all the competition and extending that gap even further. This makes Amazon a very difficult company to dethrone, let alone to even compete with. This also makes the Amazon pill of selling 300 times earnings easier to swallow. Now, in 2008, during the financial crisis, Amazon was not immune to a major correction. It fell from the 90s all the way down to the 30s. Regardless, Amazon has obviously bounced back over time, and given new tax reform under Trump, I don't really see many reasons why Amazon should be having a major correction like that anytime soon. Can it happen? Sure. Will it happen? Probably at some point. But how high will it be by then, and how far down will it drop, and how long will it take to bounce back? Well, those are questions that you don't have to worry about too much as long as you can invest in the long term with money that you don't really need in the short term. Now, some analysts even predict that Amazon will be reaching $2,000 a share. My predictions are a lot lower, but I still feel much more comfortable investing in Amazon as opposed to many other stocks, especially in the risky tech sector. Okay guys, so those were my 3 quick reasons why I still think that Amazon is a good investment even in 2018. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to add to any of the things I said, go ahead and leave a comment. If you disagree with me, by all means leave a comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you hate the video, hit the dislike button. But either way, I just hope that you enjoyed the video in some way. Now, if you've made it to this point in time, then that means that you're probably a loyal subscriber. And if that's the case, then you should consider subscribing to my other YouTube channel as well, which is called Ali's World of Gaming, and it's where I talk about video games and things like that. Nintendo is my biggest stock, so I talk about Nintendo games a lot there. I do like to play Nintendo games. I have a Nintendo Switch. I actually just put up a video where I review 9 Parchments, which is a game for the Nintendo Switch. I just put that video up, so you should check it out if you have time. Links in the description below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful day, and you take care. Bye.